Hello everybody, welcome back for some more Bionicle Heroes, and today we're going to be doing the second level of Visorak's coastline. And we do have Avic's Avic's stronghold unlocked, but we're not going to go there just yet. And I think we also even have Thok's mountain unlocked. Yep, Thok's mountain's unlocked too. And let's see. Yeah, the cool thing is they tell you how many canisters you're missing, and each level, of course, will tell you how many you missed out of it, like 3 out of 5, 2 out of 4. Stuff like that. And every time you beat a level, usually you're going to have Huki use whatever it was found in that level to basically open the door to the next one. I think except for the third level, you don't have to use any certain object to open the doorway. Out of the Paraka, I say that Avic is my favorite. Just because he was one of the very first ones I've owned, and I really like Avic as a Paraka. I actually don't have any others besides him, still. I never had a... Well, I had an opportunity to buy them, I just never felt like going out and buying them, and now, with these new Bionicles out, it's like, what's the point anymore? Well, at least for me, that's how I see it as. The good thing about this level is we're going to start off having Kongu again, which sometimes we're not going to have very much of. Sorry if you can hear my controller squeak sometimes. It's an older controller, and it just likes to squeak a lot. Oh, man, okay. So this level, alrighty. I actually forgot what the hell this level was called for a second. I don't remember what it was called. I already forgot. I probably should explain what kind of enemies we were fighting. Those roly-poly looking guys. The ones that ball up, I forget what they're called. I know that the taller guys are called Vaki. I don't remember their names exactly. Maybe if we get a chance, I'll go look at the gallery in this episode, and maybe we get to see what they're called. And then, of course, we have Visorak. I think these are called, like, Balky or something like that. That's totally a wrong name, I'm sure. And somehow, me throwing a grenade did not kill that thing that I wanted to kill. Of course not. You know what's funny is now my computer is actually finally being quiet when I get a new mic. But when I have my old mic, this is the Visorak. Visoraks are the spiders. I think they're called Borak. I don't remember. Damn. It's been forever. And then these are just regular old bugs. Nothing really too big. Not really a big deal or anything like that. Make sure you come behind here and get that canister, because that fire does make it look to where it's like it's not really there. That's just a little trick of the eyes. It's just an illusion. Okay, so now we're going to climb up this wall, and there should be some stuff up here that we can start building up and breaking down. Well, there's a treasure thing that Nipperu has to go get, which may or may not contain a canister. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, this is what Kongu is pretty much good for. He's good for just leaping to these green pads. But of course, you can't really jump in this game. The only person that can is Kongu. I mean, I believe you can fall down from things, but you can't really... jump from platform to platform, which would be cool. It really would be cool. Yeah, these are Vaki. The thing about the Vaki is usually when you shoot them once and you knock down their full health, they sometimes will have a chance to come back to life. And you definitely do not want that, but it happens. They're easy pickings. They can only come back to life once, pretty much. So it's not really a big deal. Okay. But I know that the rolling enemies are a very low generation of enemies. They're a lot lower generation than the Nika. And so are the Visorak. Yeah, the Visorak, I think, were a generation behind. They were like one generation before. And then I believe that the Vaki came from the first one as well. First gen or something like that. But I don't exactly remember or know which generations everything came from, because, well, as I said before, I do like Bionicles, but I never really had all of them before. I just had an interest in Bionicles. I kind of came in pretty late, I think. But I was a kid. I mean, what can you expect? I think Bionicles started back in 01, so by that time, I was in first grade, so I would have been, let's see, 7 years old by then. 6 or 7. Depends on, what time of the year they came out exactly. But I remember seeing that, I believe they came out in 2001. I didn't get my hands on them until, like, the Nika. I saw them, but it just Well, maybe I had a few things, but I didn't really like get into wanting to play with Bionicles until like, you know, the Nika. Dang, my throat. So I hate early morning recordings because my throat hasn't adjusted to it yet, which I probably should start doing some warm-ups before I start recording, just in case. Good thing is, if you can't get over to a certain area, what the game will do is, if the studs are too far away to collect, they will give them to you, like I said in the last episode. It's kind of weird how like it says that Jeweler has to be in hero mode. I don't know why they ever do that. I mean, it might save them the trouble of, like saying, hey, use, you can use Kagu here, and like you switch, and like all of a sudden it switches the character's icon as well. So I assume that's probably what, they kept it for Jeweler because they're not really lazy, it's just a matter of doing it. Sometimes when you do accomplish certain things, flowers will start to appear on the screen. I don't know exactly why they do that. I think they do that because mainly it's to get you hero mode faster. Because, they don't want to keep respawning enemies, and they're like, hey, how we just like start shooting things that are not enemies. And my game has a glitch to where like sometimes I'll collect studs, but it'll look like they start disappearing like that. And I don't know why it does that. Maybe it's because after a while the game just decides to just bug out, but who knows? Who knows exactly? Alright, yeah, there's more flowers. Oh, you can never have enough currency in this game because, trust me, you're going to be buying a lot of crap. It's going to take a while to get everything, though, too, so hopefully we'll be able to do it, at least in this playthrough, I would say. I have faith in myself that I can do it, but I've done it before. I just don't know if I want to get all the medals or something like that, and that just seems like it's more of a pain and a hassle than really anything. But if you guys don't count the medal achievements as 100%, then we're golden. But, maybe I'll get 100% of the collectibles, but then again, that might count as a collectible per se. Okay, let's see here. So now, we can't get Jeweler because we need Kongu's upgraded ability. And it's too bad for him. He can't finish the level. Sucks for him. It's funny how like he's a guy that I upgraded my health for, and I can't even use him in the next level anyway. It's kind of stupid. One thing I remember people were talking about when this game came out was they were obviously wanting a sequel because this game was a lot of fun, and of course, I like this game a lot, and I was one of the people that wanted a sequel to this game. And I remember somebody mentioning like a Mahari Nui, which was the next generation after this, should totally be the next Bionicle Heroes, where you get to, play underwater and stuff like that. I said, that'll be alright, I guess. I mean, there's still a Nika, just underwater. Yeah, I said in the last episode that the Fantoka were the ones I started getting, not interested in. That's because I had Mahari Nui stuff too, so. I did have, I know I had Mataro, and I had Kongu, because I didn't have them originally as the Nika, so I guess you could say that, hey, I technically have all the Nika, in a sense. It's just they're differently designed, that's all. But, maybe one day I'll go look for them, even though I'm like 20 years old by this point. 21, I should say, to be exact. It's not like I can't go look, for Bionicle or whatever. The thing I like to do with the Mataro is I like to zoom in and then shoot, and then zoom back out. Kind of like pretty much like a quickscope shot, just because his aim it's pretty good when it comes to like shooting guys and stuff like that. And Mataro is definitely one of my favorites, but he's not my favorite, I don't think. I should know. It should be pretty obvious. So, this is kind of not really a secret thing or anything like that, but me and my friend were thinking about doing a top, well, right now, I guess it's going to be a top 15 for like Spadazzle or something like that, or maybe somebody else's channel, I don't know, of like Final Smashes that we enjoy, each of us with our own 5. But then again, maybe somebody enjoys the same Final Smash, and then maybe we'll put that on the list again, and just they'll give their reason for it. But with this new mic, that is totally possible to do. That would totally sound at least it'll sound high quality. And I have, of course, thought about doing top 10s again. But, you know, it takes like at least a week or two to really get stuff going. And I have to put pressure on my Let's Plays and stuff like that. And it just never really was a thing I really got into. I do have a few top 10s on my channel that I've done, of course. Don't get me wrong, but that does not mean that, you know, I'm going to be doing them all the time. This is pretty much a channel dedicated to doing Let's Plays, and it's been that way for a very, very long time. It's just I kind of went on hiatus for a little bit because I just didn't feel like there's any effort. I just feel like my effort really wasn't... Oh, I guess we do get Jiller. Really wasn't being seen as much as I kind of hoped it would have. Especially with the new Let's Plays and stuff like that. But then again, you know, I play older games, and not a lot of people watch older games anymore, especially. I'm not doing this to kind of like show you guys a walkthrough or anything. I mean, for people that don't have this game and they want to get into it, you know, it's a good way to kind of see what this game is all about. But you never know. I'm sure people would eventually want to see some Bionicle Heroes and stuff like that. It's an interesting game. It really is. It's a lot of fun. And I definitely say it's worth the pick up too, because like I said, like I've been saying this entire time, it's a lot of fun. And if you're a Lego fan, well, if you're just either you're a Lego fan or a Bionicle fan. If you're a Bionicle fan, you should have this by now. But if you're a Lego fan, you should definitely think about getting this. It's definitely a good thing to have in your collection. Damn. Freaking... Oh, man. Yeah, but usually after, like, the first recording is when my voice starts to kind of, like, start picking up, so... Oh, yeah, we got no gold canisters. Every time you get one gold canister, you usually get a, you know, an item or a secret collectible thing out of it. Blue metals, I believe, are the lowest form of metals. It's like blue, bronze, and then blue, bronze, silver, gold. And I don't think there's like any platinum stuff like that or anything like that. Rudaka. Alright, here we go. Hang on real quick, folks. There we go. Alright. I'm probably going to cut that out in general, maybe. I'll think, but yeah, I'll probably just cut that out. The thing is, what also kind of drove me off to doing a hiatus was the fact that I was pushing Let's Plays of myself so much too. So it wasn't just, you know, not getting any sense of fulfillment back out of doing Let's Plays. It was also the fact of me just pushing it on myself, saying like, you have to do this Let's Play, or else no one will watch. You know, nobody wants to subscribe to some idiot who doesn't want to do anything. And I did lose a subscriber, but I have gained 3 subscribers back, because I actually gained a subscriber recently. I don't know exactly why I exactly gained a subscriber, or what thing it was gained from, but I know I got 85 now, which doesn't sound like a lot to a lot of people, but to me, that's a lot. I'm not saying that's more than enough, but you know, I always wanted kind of an audience of just at least 1,000 people. That's always that's been my goal on YouTube for the longest time. To get partnered the official way was always to do that. And at least I'm being honest with you guys and telling you exactly what my goals are. And you know, getting paid on YouTube is not really going to do much, to be honest, because I already have a job. So like, what's the point? But you know, it really bothers me when I see people out there on YouTube that take YouTube for granted and stuff like that. They just, oh, you know, fucking, I get all this donation money and stuff like that, and I can pretty much do whatever I want. I can show it off and just keep doing walkthroughs that are pretty much shitty-ass walkthroughs, you know, for people that are dumb enough to watch, stuff like that. And here I am just playing Bionicle Heroes and trying to at least have fun. I try not to talk about this topic a lot because it's a very sensitive topic, especially to a lot of people, and to me, considering the fact that I am, myself, a YouTuber. So it's like, I don't want people thinking like I'm here for just getting paid for anything like that. This is not work. What this is a hobby, and I will make it a damn good one. I've been doing this thing for 3 years. You guys haven't really heard me. Yeah, I've complained a few times here and there about doing Let's Plays and stuff like that, but I have a guide channel now that I can work on. So I'm pretty much technically happy with YouTube as of now. And to be honest, if it wasn't for my hardcore and guides channel, I probably wouldn't come back to this. Just being straight honest, I probably would have just said, I'm done, I'm quitting. I would have kept the channel up for people to see my old videos, but yeah, the one thing that really bugs me the most is not the fact that people don't watch. It's the fact that people watch, but they don't give me feedback. I sound like an asshole when I say that, but I really want feedback to see if you guys are actually ever interested or actually even watching or not. You know, it's hard for me to know if I want to keep going or not because nobody will let me know. And like as soon as I got done beating Ninja Gaiden, tons of people started watching Ninja Gaiden. Hell, there's like 2,000 views on my Batman Arkham Knight episode, one of them, episode 20, I think. I'm like, how the hell did that happen? And nobody told me about this. Nobody wanted to talk to me about this. You know, I would have had at least a little bit more energy if I would have known that people were actually giving a crap about my Let's Play in general, but I don't know. See, that's why I liked my guide channel, was because people would actually start talking to me saying things like, hey, you know, good job on this video and stuff like that, and they'd give me support, but I'm one of those people that does not like to comment on things either, and when I do comment, nobody ever, like, pays attention to it anyway. That's because the people I comment to are a bunch of assholes, so that's kind of my fault, I guess. And then, of course, you know, you have these really big YouTubers to where they're like, oh, I get so many comments now. It's like, what's the point of even commenting back? And then I really like seeing when a popular channel starts to actually say things on YouTube, like comments back on stuff. It's like, wow, you actually have my respect because you actually are talking to your audience that you wish that you have gained over the time that you have been doing YouTube. So they deserve as much attention as you do. It's just how it goes. It should be how it goes. But that's not always the credible deal. But yeah, this is pretty much what Motaro's technically good for, technically used for, I should say. He's pretty much just used for sniping stuff. That's exactly the only reason, the only purpose he has here. I mean, they all have a reason for being here. They're the Bionicle heroes, of course. And no, this has nothing to do with Sonic Heroes, I promise. And no, this will not be my replacement for Sonic Heroes Let's Play. So I don't think that. If I do a Sonic Heroes Let's Play, I might not actually complete it full, like final and stuff like that. Just because I have to get all the stupid Chaos Emeralds, and I don't really feel like doing that. So if you guys want to see a Let's Play of it, I'm fine with doing that. I just don't want to do it to where it's, well, obviously not 100%. I don't want to do it to where I have to fight Metal Sonic, because I just cannot, for the life of me, get them damn I can't get those damn 4th Chaos Emeralds. I suck at doing it. I know that you can play as Amy and get it a little bit easier, because, you know, Rose's story is a lot easier than the other stories, and Shadow's, or Team Dark is usually the hardest story, but I don't know. The thing about Team Rose is it kind of bugs me that they're the most powerful team, but yet they give them the most, like, weakest of enemies and stuff like that. And it's just, well, their levels are a good amount of level design. I'm not mad at the levels. I'm just mad at the fact that Team Rose is just Team Easy. That's pretty much what it is. I think Chaotix should at least have been Team Easy, considering the fact that they've not been there for a while, you know. And I guess I assume it's because Amy is technically portrayed as one of the weaker characters in the story, and so is Cream, along with Big, because all Big ever did was fish. So they had to throw out some characters somewhere, you know. They wanted to make an even number of characters. They could have done 3 stories. Could have worked out, but, you know, I don't know. Would I like to see a Sonic Heroes 2? Yeah, actually I would. And I've got no problem with that. I would really like to see a Sonic Heroes 2, but I don't think we're ever going to get that. Just kind of like how, you know, we're not going to get a Bionicle Heroes 2, so what's the point? I don't know. The thing about this game is I've had it for a long time, and then I got rid of it, and then I bought it back like years later, a year or 2 later. I'm like, oh man, I missed that game. Why did I get rid of it? Bought it for like $6. You can find this game for like $6. Probably anywhere. I say like probably like a Pinner stock or something like that. But somewhere that sells like used games and stuff, you could probably find this game really cheap. And if you ever come across this game, just make sure you pick it up and just say Alex sent you. They won't know who you're talking about. Just say Turd Monkey sent you because, you know, why not? Try to let people know exactly why we're buying these things. It's funny, like, my friend recently finally bought Destiny. I say that kind of mean. I didn't mean finally. I mean, he finally decided to get himself Destiny. And he likes it, so that's a good thing. You know, that's what we wanted. We wanted him to at least like it. And there was this thing where, like, one of the guys at the store said, "Did your friend refer you?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh yeah, there's something you can do with this with the game where you can give your friend something for referring you." And we never did get a chance to really figure that out. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I didn't get referred, and just things didn't go out very well, and I don't really care. But that is pretty cool how, like, you know, games allow you to refer, or if you get referred to a game, it's like that person that referred you should get like some kind of reward because they're helping, you know, basically promote the game. And I wish a lot of companies nowadays could see that kind of stuff too. And they don't have to do that, but I'm saying, like, with Nintendo on copyright, they don't understand what free advertisement is. They probably do, they just want to get paid for it. It's like, okay, you're still getting paid for it somehow, so why do you need to worry about this? But I have no idea. Companies are they're just like that nowadays, and it's really kind of obnoxious to see it, but oh well. By the way, the blue pieces are the highest amount of currency in the game, and wait, actually, wait a minute. I think blue, if I'm correct, I think blue medals are actually the highest medal. I don't know. I don't think they are. You would think they wouldn't be, but they might be, because if the Lego pieces are the, you know, if the blue Lego pieces are the most highest amount of currency, wouldn't it make sense if, like, blue medals would be the highest medal you can get in the game? That's possible. After this episode, I'm going to go ahead and render this episode, and this might be my final episode for the week. Maybe. I don't know yet. I was thinking about doing another episode after this, but I'm just going to go ahead and do just this one episode, edit it, and get it pretty much done and finished. And now, we have to fight Rudaka. She is the queen of the Visorak, and if you ever seen I think the second movie, she's in it. Second Bionicle movie, I believe. We are already in hero mode as is. So if you see the thing come down, like the gold, what do they call it, construction thing come down, then that's when we're going to go ahead and start whipping out the good old, using our hero mode powers to basically activate it. But after this, I'm thinking about playing Transformers and seeing if I got Bumblebee fully upgraded. That way I can start doing a guide for maybe Transformers Bumblebee story. Or maybe I might find something else to play. Maybe I might do God of War. I don't know yet. It really depends on exactly what mood I'm in. And, you know, I recently bought The Legend of Korra from Platinum Games, and to be honest, it's okay. It is pretty difficult, I'll give it that. It's pretty difficult. It's a fun game sometimes. It's just the cutscenes are horrible. I just don't like the story or nothing. And I'm not really a big Korra person either, you know, and it's just, I don't mean to be a douche against the show itself, but I sure as hell hope that's not exactly how the animations are, because that is way too stiff for a cartoon that looks like that. It looks like an amazing looking cartoon. It's just, the cutscenes in the game are so retardedly cringeworthy stiff. It's horrible to watch. And I get that cringe feeling because it's coming from Nickelodeon. And they make everything freaking cringeworthy on that stupid network. You know, I'm starting to wonder if they're ever getting anything good. I know they have Korra on there. But are they actually getting anything, like, worth it? Because I know Disney has, like, Gravity Falls and stuff like that, and everybody really likes that show. And then there's other shows on Cartoon Network that people are taking way too seriously. And I don't want to mention those because I might get attacked, but, you know, if I do, who gives a shit? Because it's the internet, who really cares, to be honest. And so it's going to be the second hit, and it's going to take off a few more pieces of health, and yeah. So, man, oh, jeez. Yesterday went pretty well, actually, to be honest. You know, all that shopping basically made up for it. I got, you know, my new mic, and as you guys know, it's pretty credible right now. And me and my friend had a lot of jokes when we were walking around. We went to Walmart first, and then we went to Target, then we went to Best Buy, and then we went to GameStop, and we went to like a lot of different places. And then after that, we were basically waiting to go bowling with one of my friends. It was just gonna be me, my best friend, my brother, and then one of my other friends that I work with. And she happened to show up pretty late, and there was a tournament that was going to go on and stuff like that, so I decided to let them bowl for me, and just because I'm a nice guy, you know, and simple stuff like that. The dreams have been getting dead for a while now. All our dreams keep dying. It ain't right. We like to say that just because, you know, this is funny. So then we went back to my friend's house. My best friend's house, I should say. Went back to my best friend's house, you know, David, as I talk about a lot, and we pretty much, or should I say, take Chrono with the K. You can find him on my channel. What's that word for it? Not Spotlight. Ah, damn it. Shout out to Take Chrono. There you go. You wanted a shout out? There you go. Okay, don't think you really wanted one. We went back to his house. Played some Smash. It was just me and my brother that went back to his house, not my friend from work. She took her friend with her, and they went to go to another place to go bowl. Because I already paid like $20 freaking just to go bowling for all three of us. And, you know, they were going to pay for themselves, but that didn't really work out, now did it? So, it's okay. It's okay. You know, it's all good now. Here we are playing Bionicle Heroes, and of course I'm talking into a mic. And from what it sounds like, everybody keeps saying, like, man, your mic is just a jump in quality. And, you know, when I watched one of my videos, I'm like, damn, it really is a jump in quality. This mic is great. And, of course, I'm buying myself a pop filter. That way I can make the muffling a little bit less noticeable. So, you know, I'm not trying to perfect something that's perfect already. It's just that I'm trying to make everything a little bit better. Exactly. Okay. I know about Balta, damn it. So shut your mouth right now. So these videos are going to start becoming like 25 to 30 minutes if you guys can start dealing with that. Just because of the fact that of, you know, how long it takes me to beat a level. And I'm surprised that it took me not that long to beat at least 2 levels in this whole episode. The first episode took me like 1 whole episode just to beat 1. So that was pretty crazy. Shut the hell up. I know about Balta, damn. They tell you about it, and they're like, yeah, don't forget to visit him. Well, I know I need to visit him because that's the freaking point. I think this room is for the bulky. Bulky? Not bulky. No, Vaki. Keep messing up my words. I know we have something unlocked, don't we? This is where the... are they called? I could have sworn it starts with a B. Or maybe I'm talking about one of the types of that thing, per se. As you can see, these are the... canister things. These are where the bosses will go, and you basically lift this up and you can see you know, Gurak, and it gives you Gurak could find any weakness equipped with the staff of disintegration. And that one's empty. We only have 2 bosses done, so let's just try to show off every boss that we can in order. Come on, I know she's in here somewhere. I just whipped her ass. Where's Rudaka? There's Rudaka, and then there's the other guy. I forget his name, but we find him in one of the later on things. I also want to mention, this game's soundtrack is amazing. We just passed her. Damn it. This game's soundtrack is crazy great. And, I thought said Raiden. Rudaka, powerful and dangerous Visorak of the Visorak. Visorak of the Visorak. Yeah, but, what's his name? Raiden? Damn. The Earth Paraka, I think was Raiden. I can't remember his name. Oh well. Anyway, his boss music is pretty damn cool. And Avic's boss music was always one of my favorite boss musics in this game. Oh, Redoc. I'm retarded. It's Redoc. it's Abik, Redark, Visorak, Zogden, Zekden, whatever, Zogden, Thok, and then, of course, Haken. Or Haken. Whatever you want to say. So the next episode, we're going to go into Vizok's coastline, and then we're going to finish up by kicking Vizok's ass. So I will see you guys in the next episode, which might be next week. It might even be tomorrow, might even be next. I don't know. I'll think about it, and you guys will find out. So I hope you all take care, and I'll see you all next time when we play some more Bionicle Heroes. So as always, take care, everybody.